Hey, what's good, guys? Blind Dave here. Great morning. Purpose of this video is hopefully to address a few issues with Theta. I guess before it becomes FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I believe it's just more of a misunderstanding, or things are not connected properly. So there are a few things I want to touch on. The first, where a few people are saying that by running a Guardian node, which I do run, that it is affecting their Wi-Fi, where they're not able to, they don't have the capability that they used to. So I first want to say I have not experienced this issue. There are a few settings you need to be aware of. So first thing is make sure that at the if you're running Windows 10, I can walk you through Windows. I don't know anything about Mac. But at the bottom right of your screen, it will have very small icons that'll show like your battery power, whatnot, of your laptop or whatnot. Also in there, it's going to show your internet connection. Click on that and make certain that you are not running the Theta network on your Wi-Fi. Disconnect your Wi-Fi on that computer and have it hardwired through a Ethernet connection. So I forget, is it a Cat 5 cable? Cat 4? Anyway, just make sure it's hardwired directly from your computer, from the Ethernet port, directly to the back of your modem, router, whatever you're using. And like I said, I have not experienced anything in any other room in my home with an issue of Wi-Fi, whether that be on a laptop in another room, or whether I'm streaming YouTube, or whether I'm streaming Netflix, any other streaming in the home, I have no issues with at all. So that would be the first thing that I would tell you to do to address. There is no actual switch or setting to address how much broadband you are transferring back into the network. It should not impede your ability to download anything. Now, if you are uploading content, that might be an issue, but just you can possibly pause the your Guardian node to then upload content, or upload your content in a different manner, different location, that sort of thing. It is the upload is your broadband, not the download. So if you get 100 megabits a second as your internet, run a speedtest.net in Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge, whatever you're running. Run a speedtest.net. That will give you all of your numbers that you're gonna be looking for. It'll give you a ping, which the lower the ping, the better. The first test is going to be the download. Your download speed would be basically what you pay for. So if you're paying for 100 megabits a second, that is your download. The upload, that is the part that matters on Theta Network, what you're able to transfer over. So if you're running a laptop or whatnot, run the speedtest.net, see what your upload is. Usually for 100 megabits a second download, you're only going to get about 20 megabits a second upload. So, like I said, I have no other issues in my home. There's no switch for the settings or whatnot. Now, something else that needs addressing, once you make certain of your internet connection is hardwired and that your computer, laptop is not on Wi-Fi, the next thing is to go into your settings of your computer, whether PC or laptop. What I'm hearing a lot of is, and I witnessed it myself until I made these changes. You need to go into your settings, your notifications. You need to change your notifications and your settings, so that way when your computer automatically runs updates, it doesn't automatically shut down. When your computer shuts down, it has to then reboot the Theta network, and then you'll see on the screen where you have to then revalidate all the blocks on the blockchain of Theta. So that's another issue you need to be aware of. If you're running other nodes, you're probably aware of that. But if you're not running other nodes, you're probably not aware of this. There are several videos on YouTube that you can go to on settings for running a node. I would just bypass, Theta Guardian node on that. Just any other node that you're running. If you're running mining software, whatnot, GPU mining, you're already aware that you have to change the settings in your computer, so that way your computer does not run, it will run the updates, but it won't shut down the computer. That's up to you to then do. You can also change whether it's major updates or minor. So you need to set those parameters correctly. So do a little research there on updates on your PC running a node. I haven't seen other people with these issues really come out and address them, so I feel the need to throw a video up there for anyone who is experiencing these things. Now, something else, on occasion you'll see, so it's not that you have spotty internet. I heard that mentioned by another well-known person. It's not that you have spotty internet, it's just that, or a bad internet connection, it's that your computer is doing other things. You need to go back into the settings and notifications and reset that for running a Guardian node. Now, also, I want to make this clear. When you're running a Guardian node, have that a dedicated node. Don't use that same computer to run the internet and surf the internet and all of this other kind of stuff and run searches and all. Have that set up directly in one room. Just, it could be just an inexpensive laptop. You have to make certain of a few things. Go to Theta's website. You can see all the different parameters where your laptop or PC needs to have a minimum of 4 cores. 4 cores on your CPU, as well as the gigabytes of RAM. So the memory that your computer has. I believe it's 8 gigabytes of RAM. It may be 16. I had 16 gigabytes on my laptop previously that I just built another computer. I built a server for Theta Network. You can find another video that I posted on that server where I go over all the hardware on that particular one. So another thing is, if you're running a small amount of, like if your hard drive is not a larger size, I would suggest that as well. And I would also suggest a solid state a solid state hard drive, so an SSD. I would suggest running a scan of your computer on crucial.com. that will give you all of the hardware that is guaranteed to work with your computer. So if you're only running like 4 gigabytes of RAM, that needs to be bumped up to 16 as a minimum, I would say. The hard drive, I just purchased I do a lot of different computer work where I do a lot of hardware swaps. I go to businesses and whatnot, and I take their old computers and set them up with new ones, and basically I strip the metals out of them and refine them. Just an old hobby I've had of aqua regia. It's a chemical process where you can recover gold and silver and palladium and platinum out of different things. But anyway, let's see. I know there are probably many other things I need to say. The other thing is, if you're running a laptop, just dim. Find your dimmer where you can adjust the brightness and make it just to where the screen is running dark. Just put it on dark. You'll consume less power that way, and it's actually better for your laptop screen. On mine, I'm running an actual television because I'm visually impaired. I'm legally blind, but I'm also running additional software through Windows 10. So, okay, if you're visually impaired at all, if you wear reading glasses, you can do this on any Microsoft computer. On your keyboard, it's the button in between the Control and the Alt button at the bottom left of your keyboard. Just press that. It should have you should feel an indentation of a round circle. So just press that and let go, and then type in magnifier, and then hit enter. Now you can also just click the Windows icon at the very bottom left of the computer screen, and that does the exact same thing. So it's kind of like a keyboard shortcut. I went through a lot of training for the blind on how to use assistive technology. But anyway, so you open up the your Microsoft Windows icon, or just press the Windows key in between Control and Alt, and then type in magnifier and enter. This will automatically pull up the Microsoft Windows version of magnifier. It's assistive technology, it's free, it comes included in Windows 10. So then you can set your screen to, instead of it being at 100x, you can set it to 2 or 3 or 600x. I normally run mine between 3 and 400x, and I'm legally blind. My left eye, I can only tell if it's light or dark. My right eye, I see silhouettes. So if I'm able to do it at 3 or 400x, that should help you greatly if you're just wearing reading glasses. So try that out as well. And that will not impede any sort of speed or upload or download on your computer. It just comes with Microsoft Windows. If you have an older computer, say if you're running another node, I heard this from a friend as well, that they're running a node of a different crypto project, and it's on an older computer. Basically, they're using the cloud, or say if you are running a staking node, but you would like your computer upgraded, same thing, run a crucial scan on the computer, then you'll be able to immediately find out the cost and type of upgrades that you can do yourself. You don't have to take this into the Geek Squad and all that kind of stuff. It's simple and easy to do. Now, when you replace your hard drive, I suggest anyone do this regardless. I do this with every computer, whether it's for my mother or whether it's for a cousin, and I do it to all of mine. Is, let's say that you purchase a computer from a store. That store is going to have all kinds of crap pre-installed on that computer. And instead of going through the steps of running a decrapper and all of that kind of stuff, just you can go directly to Microsoft's website and you can download the latest version of Windows 10, especially if you are upgrading your hard drive. You're going to need to make a copy of Windows 10 to then install it onto your hard drive. So if you've done this in the past, you know exactly what I mean. Now, other computers may have a different way about it. I'm more skilled on Hewlett-Packards, so now if your computer is off, go ahead and hit the power button to turn it on, and while it's booting up, press and let go, and don't stop until you see the screen pop up. Press and let go of the escape button the entire time while it's loading, while your computer is booting up. And this is going to pop up the screen in BIOS. What you do at that point, you can do several things. Actually, you can recover an old computer to factory settings. So basically, like brand new out the box, you can, say if your computer was hacked or whatnot, this is a way to recover your computer and not pay any kind of ransom or ransomware and all of this other kind of junk. I've had to do that for my mother because she clicked on something and opened a bad email. Anyway, you press and let go of that, and like I said, there are ways that you can recover your computer back to factory settings. If you're not able to, if you're not concerned at all with saving any old files that are on the computer, I suggest that. That'll wipe it back to new. But also, when you're in BIOS, you can also see at the top left, I forget how many down it is, but it says boot from USB. So you can boot your operating system of Windows 10 from the USB thumb drive that you downloaded from Microsoft directly and only from Microsoft of Windows 10. Then it will be installed onto your new hard drive. So, and by doing this, you then eliminate all the preloaded junk that came brand new on your computer from whichever store that you bought it from. A lot of that stuff has pop-ups and all of this kind of stuff. You just eliminated all of that. So yeah, on an old computer, you can crucial scan and you can upgrade your computer very reasonably. There's no reason to go out and buy a new computer if that's what you want to do. Go for it. But I took an old server and completely reconditioned it, and I made a video on it because I beefed it up quite a bit. So, but anyway, any other issues with Theta Network? Look, just post a comment down below. If I don't know the answer, I will go in search of it. But I want to alleviate FUD from the Theta Network. There are many other things that will come about with this, but those seem to be the major issues that people are having at the moment. A few concerns. So anyway, just I guess a community forum. So if you have any issues with Theta Network, legitimate. You know, if you're just bashing, whatever. You won't be paid any mind. We all have our favorite projects. Give everybody their respect, even if you disagree with some. But I plan to elaborate on further innovations of what Theta is doing. It is more than just broadband. It will be more. I'm in it for the blind because I am legally blind. That is one reason. Also, that's a whole other video, but the virtual reality aspect, the innovations and advancements for the blind are there. So that's an additional reason why I'm involved in Theta and why I went in. Pretty heavy. So, like I said, any questions, comments, list them down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Look, all the disclaimers and all that kind of stuff. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your attorney. I'm not your CPA. I'm not your mommy or your daddy. You make your own damn decisions. Anyway, y'all be cool. Later.